dual battery hookup on my 2009 Chevy Silverado LT. Alright, I've already done some pre-wiring. This I ordered as is. So this is going to go to the new house battery. It's going to connect to this thing over here once I cut and splice that. This is a solenoid that will activate when I turn on the truck. It will allow the starting battery to charge the house battery. And I'm going to cut this one in half. As you can see, I've already done that's going to connect to the main battery. I'll calculate the distance of where I need to put all of this. And I'll cut it, and that's going to go into one of the ends of the fuses here. It doesn't matter which one. And then the other end goes out the other fuse, connects to this. Yep, that'll connect to that. All right. And the ground wire for the house battery is already on the battery. I just need to connect it to a grounding position on the vehicle, on the truck. But this is what I have, and let's get to it. So this is what it looks like inside the engine bay. Here's the main battery. I have to disconnect, if you can see. All right, all of the accessories I have going here. This one primarily, this is the subwoofer, and that tends to kill the battery when I'm running on accessory and just trying to enjoy some tunes. Then I've got the pod lights that are in the back and up here on the hood. And then there's the Eye of God light bar, LED bar in the front. None of those are particularly battery draining, but I'm going to move them all over anyway. So that the only thing connected here is the starter. And that's it. And then everything else will run over to the house battery over here. Right there. So, like I said, this one's already somewhat mounted. Obviously, I gotta put that down and tighten it up properly. And then I'm gonna ground it around the back to here. So, okay. Okay. So I've got the house battery connected to the fuse, connected to this clamping post that I'm not sure yet if I want to put that or use this, and then all the accessories mount to here nice and easily. That way I can clamp them. Damn it. Alright, I think my finger was in the way on that last one. Let's start this again. So I have the house battery mounted to the fuse block. And I've got it connected to this clamping post. And I'm not sure if I want to take the clamping post and mount it on the battery, or go ahead and use this one and connect all the accessories here as opposed to there somehow. But I think I'm going to use that there, and then go ahead and mount all of this, a solenoid, along here. And then this one, this fuse, is already connected to the main positive. And I've undone the ground and taken out all the accessory grounds from there. So, just giving that a little bit of time so that my check engine light, because of the evap sensor, that'll go out. Give it a couple minutes and then continue. Okay, we got the positive, the ground isolated. I have to transfer all the leads to the accessories that way. In the meantime, where'd you go? What's up? I'm in the middle of a video. All right, I've got the positive and ground terminals of the battery connected. Gotta make sure that's a little isolated. Solenoid has been zip tied for now, just to hold it in place. I do need to screw it in so that it's properly grounded. And then the solenoid starter switch, I guess you could call it. I'm not really sure. So I fed it through. Ooh, give me some light if I can. I don't know if that works or not. But I fed it through. There we go. Where the power to the subwoofer goes in. And I found it easier if I remove the bracket that goes here. There it is. In order to push the wire that I taped it to. Look at that, it's hanging out the door. See? So you take an old clothes hanger, wire clothes hanger. That's what I do. Tape it up like that. And then you're able to pull the lead through. Now that's going to go into somewhere down here. I think it's this one right there, as a matter of fact. Yeah, number 713 or something like that. I don't know. I looked it up. I have to check. One of these two right there. See those little prongs? Somewhere in there. I'll figure it out. We'll go from there. But yeah, see, so that's how you pull that through. Comes up through way in there somewhere. Cool. All right, the wiring is done. Just have to clean it up a little bit. I've got a couple of zip ties holding things in place for now, temporarily. All right, then I got to mark off positives from ground. Basically, that's all independent. That's the hot coming over across. It's grounded here. And then the fuse and the solenoid that I can screw in and ground properly. Over into the other fuse that comes into the hot. Everything's plugged in right there. Okay. Easy. And then the house battery is grounded there. But this is the ground coming over there. Yeah. And I tested that, make sure that when it's in the accessory position, it's on, and when it's off of accessory, it shuts off. And that is done by tapping into this spot right there. So those two, I don't have the exact pin that goes into there, so I took two I don't know, connectors, wired them together along that cable there, and the one that I pushed through the firewall, joined the two together. But that one there, that's the accessory. All right, there you go. And then that's it. I got my lights working, as you can see down there. Sasquatch and the LED bar. I'll go ahead and turn them on. And then the Eye of God. As you can see, pod lights. Sasquatch. We'll go ahead and close this. And Eye of God. Okay, cool. So that's it for dual battery on a 2009 Chevy Silverado. Well, let's go.